Hello everybody, I'm Rich. And this is...
Lynn. Marie. Yeah, you can hardly see us, as I can tell, But we'll squeeze in here.
Today we're going to tell you about a couple of...
We have a camera, but we just don't use it.
That's right.
So, anywho, Rich, we're sitting here wondering, what can we do to put on YouTube? Because we're bored.
And then...
We're 26 years old with no life. So, like usual, hair's a mess, makeup's looking crazy, but I don't care. We decided that we're going to do some scary stories. Isn't that right, Richie?
That's right. And since, Halloween is coming in close.
My favorite holiday, I must say.
Yeah. We have a couple of creepy, I guess you could say creepy, scary stories. A lot of them I found on Reddit. Some of them she lived through.
Exactly. So who's going to go first? Should I go first or should you go first?
You can go first if you want to.
Anywho, this happened a long time ago when I was probably about 6 years old. Oh gosh, look at that double chin. Anyways, I was about... you was laughing because I said double chin. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I was around 6 years old, and my dad was passed out drunk in the living room, and my mom was in the kitchen cooking. All of a sudden, like, we saw literally, well, me and my sister and my brothers and my dad woke up to it. The picture that was over the TV switched places. It was like it switched places to like by the couch. And so at that point, everybody started freaking out. Like at that time I was young, so I didn't know what was really going on. I just saw everybody else screaming, so I started screaming and I started crying. My mama comes in and she has a pot full of water and she's like, what the heck is wrong with y'all? And all of a sudden, like, the picture switched again and then water just was everywhere. And my dad was the first one, he was passed out drunk, but he was the first person out the door. Get this, everybody was out the door except for poor old me. I was still sitting there screaming. Do you know everybody forgot the baby? How messed up was that? It ain't scary. I got plenty of more where that come from. Like, I live in Georgia, so it's a road called 441. Well, was cleaning out a house, and one day we saw a man riding with no head on a bicycle. I wish I can make this up, but I am not making it up. They call it the white light of 441. Like, it's a really creepy road that you just don't want to go down, especially at night. I got plenty of more that come from... But this is not my channel, and I'm not going to sit here and take a Rich time. But I'm going to come back for another one after he tells you guys about his stories that he found online, because nothing has really never happened to Rich because he's a plain kind of guy. So here he goes.
Hello. Well, the first story that I have is from Thought Catalog. The story is called Ghost Babysitter. And this is a story that happened to somebody else. It says, when my niece was really young, she was in a bouncer at my sister's house. I was housed and babysitting. I had left to go to the kitchen to grab some water. My sister's chocolate labs were probably sniffing and licking her head because I could hear her giggling like she was having a blast. I hadn't noticed how cold it had gotten. Then I heard a loud wooden snap, like a thick piece of wood had been snapped in half. Suddenly, or a tree was knocked over. I ran into the room where I saw and smelled freaked me out. The dogs were huddled in the corner, whimpering. My niece was just staring at the ceiling in the corner of her eyes, and it was cold and it smelled like Stetson. I took her, and we decided to go to a different room. When my sister finally came home, I told her what happened. She just rolled her eyes and said, that is Hugh. I was confused. She said Hugh was the previous owner of the house who had died 10 years before his wife sold it. She said he likes to follow my niece around and can tell you can tell it is him because the dog's freak. It gets cold and it smells like cheap cologne. I don't believe in that crap. I do believe that feelings you get in your gut when something doesn't feel right. Sorry I can't read properly, but I'm trying to read it the best I can. But I actually do have some somewhat paranormal activity that had happened to me when I was younger. We used to have a toy gorilla that sung the Macarena song, and we kept on, you click on its paw and it would sing the Macarena song, and it kept on, but nobody was pressing the button. So it just kept on, and then we just got aggravated with it, and so we took out the batteries, and we had took out the batteries, and we set it back on the counter, and it was still going off. It was still singing the song. So we took out all the wires of the toy, and we put it in the trash. And as soon as we put it in the trash, it went off again. And I don't know what happened, what happened, or if it was possessed or something was telling us something or whatever, but that was creepy.
Or the toy ambulance that you told me about.
Yeah, I had all kinds of toys when I was little, especially I had a Buzz Lightyear toy and an ambulance toy that had went off, and there hadn't been no batteries inside the toys for a long time.
As you can see that he's really nervous because that's just how he is. But it's very interesting, to say the least. Really, we just want to come. In reality, we just want to come on here and just shoot a video because we were bored. And so, that being said, I will link my YouTube channel below. My name is Lynn Marie, and like and subscribe
To this guy.
to this wonderful guy, and I will talk to you guys later, and I'll be having the same spooky stories, well, not the same, different spooky stories on mine. So, love you guys, talk to you later. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You guys are the best.
Stay fresh. Bye-bye.